What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Pete's Carport. So we're deep in on this RX8 and we've got lots of projects going on, starting with what's going to be on another video, but we're going to be putting hood vents as well as painting the hood, the trunk, and the top of the car a matte satin black. But on to what we're going to be doing in today's video, because that's going to be an exciting one as well. Let's see what we got. So lots of things arrived yesterday in the mail. And I've got several boxes over here ready to be unveiled. We've got coilovers, and these are going to be inexpensive eBay coilovers, and I'm going to show you guys how to install those properly to get the best value out of them. And later on, we're going to be upgrading them to some Fortune Auto. So excited about that. But I want to get used to putting them in and playing around with them. So I went a little cheap way. Probably sell those off to you guys at half price or less once we get them off. But today, what I'm going to work on is, this just came in from LRBspeed.com. And what this is an aluminum under tray to help with the cooling. And then in this back box, we've got a new front lip for the front of the car, all to help the cooling. So let's get these boxes cracked open and start working on it. Alright guys, so we've unboxed the LRB Speed aluminum under tray, and man, am I impressed with the quality of just the wrapping. You've got full instructions. They throw in a sticker that's pretty cool. Their box they send it in is perfectly boxed and branded. It looks like they send you off very good screws. Nice little set here, which is great because I don't even have my plastic under tray, so I'm going to need all new screws. So let's go ahead and get the instructions pulled out and take a look at the quality of workmanship here. Now the cool thing is these guys are really 30 minutes away from where I'm at, and I did not know that. I paid full price, ordered this online. I am going to contact them to see if I can get a discount for you guys, and hopefully we can do that so you guys can order your own. But the quality is absolutely bar none to what else is out there. So these are going to be the little side. I ordered the full set, the side and the under tray. And you can see how well they wrapped it. I mean, the quality of workmanship here is just amazing. They polished these pieces to make them look really nice. So it's going to look really good up underneath the car. And yeah, everything's here. So let's go ahead and get this fully unboxed, get the instructions out, and let's get it put on the car. Alright guys, so I wanted to point out some things here. The instructions are a little tricky, the way they lay out the pictures, and it kind of gets a little confusion on how to put the clips on, how to lay out each piece, and which side each piece goes on. So I'm going to quickly show you guys real quick what I was able to do. And if you guys have any questions at all, because this can be a little tricky. Now I did not have my actual plastic underpan, so I had to go by just laying this out, looking at it. So then what I decided to do is keep putting it up in the car, making sure it fit right. And then I didn't realize there was this plastic under the part that connects to the main metal, which you can reuse. A lot of people order just the flat panel piece, so don't get confused. I ordered the entire kit. So if you order the entire kit, you get these two outside pieces, and that's where I was getting confused. So with the clips, make sure, I went around and was putting these clips on, and they get stuck on there. And so you got to use, I end up using a butter knife to pull them off, because they go onto the actual pieces. So I'm going to show you real quick here. This is the longer clip that comes in the kit. That is specifically designed to go on this part of this wing where it's got a wider cut so that you can kind of slide that in. And the other smaller ones go on every other part here, as well as some are going to go onto the bumper. So they're going to actually go, these are going to clip onto the bumper, and it says in the directions to clip those onto the bumper and then screw them in underneath here using the washer. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. And as you can see, the LRB is upside down because once you get this up in the car, you're going to want to read LRB right in the front. So this would be the front of the vehicle here, and you can see as I'm facing this part to the left of me, this piece here goes in the very back hole there and then faces forward, and that's going to slide up and it's going to bolt up with the longest screws that they give you here, the longest Allen key screws with the smaller washers. I use all of the bigger washers up underneath here with the medium size screws. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions, this can be confusing if you're putting this whole entire thing together. Feel free to message me. I'm going to try to go through it one more time once I get everything up in there. Okay guys, so if you haven't noticed yet, I actually put the main panel of the undertray on upside down. What I was thinking was the LRD logo would be facing down so that when you had the car up on a lift, it would be showing, but I was obviously wrong. When you install it this way, you are not able to access the drain plug for the radiator. So you want to make sure that you properly install this. After I installed everything and tightened up, I realized I had it installed incorrectly, and I was able to turn it around pretty easily and reinstall it by taking off the bolts on the outside. Okay, let's get back to how to do this. Okay, so I made a few more mistakes. Hopefully you guys are, if you're putting this in, you're watching this all the way through. So earlier I said to use the larger washers along here, and now that I've gotten to the next step, I realized that that was incorrect because you need at least 2 of them. They're very important to go into your smallest Allen wrench head screw, because those are going to go right up here. There's 2 holes, and they're going to replace the ones that were in the stock spot, which are just a hex head. Now, with all this said, you can use the original pieces, the original screws, but it's not going to have that nice, like they give you really nice stuff with this. I'm very happy with the quality that LRB put into not only the parts they manufacture, but the screws and nuts and everything they give you. And the instructions are very good. They're just not laid out like a typical instruction where you have step 1, 2, and 3. It's just all laid out, and then you've got to kind of figure out where you're going to start and lay this thing out. So I got a little confused, got lost. I could not find where some of the instructions tells you which washers to use. I got lost on that. And then you've got these are the only basically hex head that you're going to use like a socket wrench on. And those are going to basically go on the upper panel here into the car. And your very end one is going to get your nice push pin that came with it, because mine actually broke, so I'm glad that that actually came with it. And that will basically secure it up into the car along with the ones that are going to go into here. And then all along here is going to be connected to the bumper with the clips. You are going to use some of the longer ones along here. And so I'm about to get this outside and put it up. I'm going to try to walk you through anything else that I figure out. Hopefully this helps you guys out. You can see it, how I put it together. Like I said, I'll answer any questions you guys have. This was a lot more difficult than I originally thought. Not because of product quality or poor instructions, just because I didn't have the parts to pull out. Mine were actually already taken out when I got it, so I had to kind of figure out how this went in. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get this outside and put it up in the car. Let's go ahead and take a look at this installation. I know I've been saying this throughout the video. LRB really put some time into putting the manufacturing of this together. The nuts, the bolts, everything they gave you was better quality than the stock. The clips that you screw into are twice as thick as the ones that I was taking off of this bumper. Now, like I mentioned before, I did not have an undertray when I bought this car. It made it a little more difficult for me to figure out how this went together. And also, I only had one plastic wheel well, which if you're not familiar with what that is, that's what's laying down over there. That basically goes up over here and kind of protects your oil coolers over here. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm probably going to create something that allows more airflow in there and maybe just keep this completely off. I couldn't imagine something going up in there, but I could be wrong about that. I'm going to keep it off for now because I didn't have one on the other side. But man, look at the quality of this product. And you can see here, this is what I wanted to show you, is they even put the places for your wire harnesses to snap back into, so they thought that through. All the little holes, like this is going to snap up in there, and these are going to all go into their individual spots. And then up under here you can see, if you have any questions on how it screws up in there. Now I do have to tighten up some of these nuts, but you can kind of get an idea. Now, and also you can see that this thing is definitely going to allow more airflow up into our radiator and keep that air in there. So I'm very excited about how this is going to help out with cooling, because we've been doing a lot of things and everything that I've done has been helping out tremendously. If you guys haven't watched those videos, please go back and look at them. But let me just kind of shoot up into here so you can see how that bolts up in there. And then I've got, the last thing I got to do is get the plastic push pins, which is this, up in there. So I have the light on, so sorry about the quality. It's having trouble focusing, but hopefully this helps you guys out if you're looking to put this in. You can see the quality that LRB puts into their product. I would definitely rate this a 9 or 10 out of 10. You know, as far as the only thing that I would say is step-by-step instructions, but hopefully this video helps you out. And if it doesn't, do shoot me a message. I would be more than happy to walk you guys through any questions you have. They are local to me, so I'm probably going to reach out to them now that I found that out. Once again, guys, my name's Peter, and hopefully this helps any of you out there looking to modify your car to get better cooling. This is, to me, a must if you're going to have a track car, to keep the temperatures down, also protect the undercarriage of your car. I'm excited about this one. I didn't think this was going to be as exciting of a mod in the beginning that I was going to do, but I love it. It's one of my favorite things I've done. Have a great day, guys. Lots of cool things coming. Coilovers going on, the new transmission, clutch going in a few weeks, and we're going to get ready to start racing this car. Have a great day, guys.